Hello, everyone. Thank you so very much for joining us. Welcome to On the Spot. It's a 5-year anniversary. So 5 years ago today, actually this very hour, we did our first ever show at the Broadway Comedy Club. It was something we didn't know was going to work at the time. Pat and I thought of this crazy idea, and we brought in Andrew and Chris and Meg and Andy and Thomas, and we just did a show. And 5 years later, we're still doing it once we ever get out of quarantine. But tonight we have a very special treat for everyone. We have found the recordings of the first ever show that we did 5 years ago, and we're going to play it for you guys right now. And our current and original cast members are here, and they're going to comment on it, and it's going to be a grand time had by all. So let's bring everyone in. Thank you guys so much for watching us. We've got Patrick.
What's up?
Chris, Andrew,
Hi.
Jillian, Meg, Thomas. Grace is here someplace. Grace.
She's hiding. Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for supporting us over these 5 years, whether you were there for the first show or were there for our last one or 20 shows in between. We thank you guys so very much. So
can we do a quick cheers to everyone? Cheers to 5 years.
Cheers.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
I know my cast. They're all drinking.
Yeah. Cheers.
This is all vodka.
What's everybody drinking?
that's great.
I have the fancy stuff for the beginning and the crappy stuff for the end. That's how I'm going.
That's my boy
When
DelVecchio right
vodka
there.
out of a water bottle, then this ain't the real shit.
I retired that a bit ago, but yeah, that was a staple for a long time.
Well, guys, luckily for everyone, in the videos, my introductions were all lost. So you don't have to see. Back in the day, I used to introduce every freaking song. So you have missed all of my brilliant and amazing transitions, including the introduction to the show.
Yes.
So
we should also mention, for those who are newer to On the Spot, we used to just not do a plot. We used to just do a singer would sing a song, and then we'd just do a random scene. So this first show is probably pure four sweet little babies just running amok.
We're figuring it out as it was. You guys will see some very big differences, including some of the way the scenes were structured. So right now, let's keep the original cast members in the video. Everyone else can duck out of the video. Everyone can feel free to comment. Also, if anyone watching on YouTube wants to make comments or say hi or whatever, we're monitoring that, and we'll incorporate you into the show. So without further ado, here, oh hey, there's Allison.
Hello, Alice.
Here, without further ado, is our first ever song and our first ever scene from Miss Claire Elise Walton.
Claire.
Claire's a queen.
Claire is a queen. Also, her sister Mal, also an
Also
On the
a
Spot
queen.
alumni, also queen. What's she singing?
FOTS, Friends of On the Spot.
Side note, I love the color of that dress.
Yes. Heel.
Look how first impression right here. Y'all know what our theater looks like now, maybe. Look how crappy this curtain.
It looks better than the red curtain because at least it doesn't show dirt.
That's true. You can't see all the tears of
Bodily
comedians.
fluids.
I feel bad. She looks wonderful, but I can't hear a thing
Can't really
she's
hear.
doing. Is that because we're
was
talking?
just me.
Oh, you guys can't hear anything?
There, I hear.
I think we just
better
have to shut up and listen.
Can you turn it up too? Yeah.
Oh, this is I could be Jewish for you.
Yeah.
There, I heard it. Yes.
We figured it out 1 minute and 23 seconds in.
All right, I'm going in for the scene.
Yeah, this is not the last time this song would be done on the spot either. That's for sure. Good old laggy YouTube technology. This was such a great idea in theory. What the hell? She's already getting laughs. The singers aren't supposed to get the laughs. We were.
As you can see, the first couple of shows, we didn't quite understand that.
I've been trying to get my hair to grow that long, just like FYI, if anyone's curious.
I was just thinking that. Damn, her hair is so long.
I've been taking biotin. I've been taking fish oil. I've been like brushing a lot my hair, not my teeth. I'm barely brushing my teeth.
You guys
Does fish oil help with beards?
Does
That
it?
kind of oil helps with beards.
They do a beard oil.
They
I
do.
want to grow a beard so bad.
Now's the time, man. My beard was looking real scraggly before this happens.
But it's not the time.
I'm still teaching on Zoom, and it looks even worse on video than it does in real life.
Oh. Okay, just a real quick. We have some love coming in while she wraps this song up. We have some love coming in on the YouTube. Andrea Arvenigian. Am I saying that name right? Oh God!
You've sung for us a few times, Patrick.
Embarrassed. Yep. She says, "Happy 5 years! Woohoo!" Thanks, Andrea. Sorry that I totally screwed up your last name.
I think Thomas tried to say the correct way, but it sounded like thunder.
Avenigian.
There was a sound.
I figured it out.
Gorgeous, but I dread this because I know what this is about. I remember what this is about.
Perfect. Now the sound is totally wild.
Really nervous speech parents. I just had to go home and I did all the flashcards you told me. And you know what? I brought some because I need to cover this hand. Really.
I truly don't know what's happening. Some technical difficulties.
All right.
I will.
Whatever you did to the sound, it's worse.
I will say this, while we're figuring out the technical difficulties, that shirt I'm wearing appeared in, like, every other show the first 3 years. I can't hear anything.
I think I have too much of me to be Jewish.
Call Nathan.
I'm texting
like,
him now.
Nathan!
We're all looking fine on his end.
Yes! Shoot her! Shoot her!
This sounds like a nightmare.
Guys, I think this is summoning Satan.
It is like a Saw movie.
I feel like this is the sound effect for the girl from The Ring.
Oh, Shalou! Theodore.
Shalom.
Yeah. Hello.
It sounds better when one of us talks, because then it cancels out the terrible audio from the video right now.
Oh my gosh.
Now you're just oh, sorry.
Theodore!
Yes.
Sweet sweetheart, run my bike.
This is Theodore.
I think it's everything, but
Okay. All right.
Okay.
First things first. So sorry for all of that.
And for
you're
how
still
long
with
it went on for.
But wow. First of all, congratulations to us for getting through that. Somehow we came out on the other side. But I will say, goddamn, in the very first, was that our very first scene ever? Because if so,
Yeah.
Chris starting off strong with the insane, crazy old man character.
Yes, the one that wants to cut off the tip of my penis. That
The
was
one who
insane.
does,
Man
basically.
Boyle character. It's an old
Yes.
staple of the Borscht Belt.
Yep.
That was fun. You guys, you looked like such babies there. DelVecchio, that little shirt of yours.
Oh, she
You used
still
to
knew
wear
where it
that
was.
in every show. Do you
Yeah,
still
I
have
did.
it?
I do somewhere. I do. But people started pointing out how often it was showing up, and something that usually doesn't happen to me, but I got self-conscious and I stopped wearing it.
It's your show shirt.
Sorry, that
It was my show shirt. It was my show shirt.
Uh-oh, Allison Ween's the host now. We're in trouble.
Nathan's not even present.
It's okay. While Nathan figures out the technical difficulties here, I just want to give a couple quick shout outs to the YouTube chat right here. Scott Ranieri, is there a 2-drink
Hey.
minimum tonight? Very funny.
Wow, Scott.
2 drink
Scott,
suggestion.
singers have never had a 2-drink minimum.
That's true. Our
True.
show.
I think Julie McNamara is in on it. She understands. That was all just an experiment to get you to drink more. Because the more drinks you buy, the more money we make.
We don't make any money
You
tonight.
you made money?
Oh,
Yeah.
I
well,
quit.
He's just showing off his pants now.
Yeah, he just wants you to see his basketball shorts.
Oh, that's amazing.
I mean,
I'm
I'm wearing long, like I'm wearing a nice sweater, but my pants are like Puma athletic pants.
I'm
So
not even
I get
wearing
it.
anything.
I'm gonna see if I can say, hey, bring in some other of our biddies here, because Nathan's computer just crashed.
oh no.
It's going about
And
as-
looks like no, I cannot. There's Grace. What up, Grace?
Hey.
Hey, you guys are so cute, and I love all of you as you look now and as you looked then.
Thank you so much.
I was so much hotter then.
me too.
No, hot then, hot now.
For those
And
that
now
have not had
forever.
the chance, and there's Jillian, Grace, and Jillian, 2 of our newer cast members. What up? Let's give them a hand. All right.
Oh,
Cheers.
yeah. I didn't hear anything that was happening, but I loved it.
It was just like a
I
fever
loved
dream.
it.
A fever dream
it was
nightmare,
like
right?
robots were trying to kill me. I don't know, but I appreciated everything I could glean from it.
Much like a good classic on the spot show.
Yeah.
There's like a fever dream apocalyptic nightmare happening.
All we gotta do is time travel now.
And there.
Yeah, and we just have to force it all to come together at the very end.
Yeah. And it does. Always does.
It always
On the spot.
And there's Allison Ween, one of our other lovely cast
Oh,
members.
she's our host now. Allison is the host now.
She's in
What's
charge.
up? I didn't know this was gonna happen, but I do teach sometimes, so I guess I have hosting privileges.
You're the hostess.
As I put on my chapstick.
lube it up.
Your host, Allison Wynn.
Whoa! It's Saturday night. It's Monday.
Musical guest, Nathan's crashed computer.
No, musical
Animated
guest.
short by
The guy
Andrew
from Song.
Whitbeck.
Does anybody
That's
know
what I
if we're,
said.
guys? Does anybody know if we're actually still streaming on YouTube right now?
Oh,
Yeah.
we are. Sorry.
Okay.
That's where
Okay.
I-
Good.
Meta.
Wow.
We're like talking like
Out to Kyle,
people are
Pedro, and
listening,
Daniel.
and we're just here. in this
People
Zoom.
love this, clearly.
Right.
That's what they came to see.
This is
right?
essentially a podcast.
Wait, should we tell a one-word story? Like who?
Yes.
Okay.
We're all in a different
Normal.
order, though. Whoa.
are.
Everybody's
Just got
screen's
an
in a
order.
different order.
Just hold up a number, and that's your number.
How about we go in alphabetical order?
That's really
of
fucking
our
hard for
first
me.
names.
Guys,
Wait, we got 2, 3, 4.
Okay, wait.
Who's number? Does anyone have number 1?
Meg's
You're
1,
number
I'm
1.
2,
I'll be
Chris
5.
is 3, Grace is... All right, Grace is 3, Chris is 4, Allison's 5, Andrew 6, Thomas is 7.
I'm 7.
Andrew's
Andrew's 7. Okay, great. We're good. Awesome.
Ready? 1.
Keep your fingers up, dude.
Hey, because now I put him down. I know.
Okay,
You
keep
want to
them
know
up.
who you are. Okay.
Once
Upon.
Planet.
Oh fuck! You're that kid.
There
Was
A
time.
Before.
Light.
was that your word? That was your word.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Supernova.
was
exploding.
The
Chancellor.
How are you guys doing?
We're doing a one-word.
We're doing one word story.
Oh, okay. Don't let me in.
keeping this thing
You can
going.
add in.
I want to know about this chancellor.
You can be number 8.
Pat, you can be number 8, but you have to hold up your fingers.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Great.
So we're at the Chancellor, and I'll say
There's a
declared.
there's a supernova exploding in this
On a
like
planet.
on this
Near a
planet,
planet.
that's
Near a planet.
void of light.
Yes, I think
All right.
so.
There's no light.
Chancellor declared.
No.
Gallivanting.
upon
The
Stairwell.
we're such professionals.
So
After.
Midnight.
People.
Started.
cavorting
Around
Pat.
Oh, everywhere.
people.
Daren't. Dare not.
Love it. Love it.
Inhabit.
Kids,
Oh, hi.
oh, hi Nathan.
Hey, Nathan.
Hello, Chancellor.
I see you guys are doing great filler work there. Well, my computer rebooted because it.
Yeah,
crashed.
I texted 2 people to stall for time, and then I come back to one word story. So I love you all. You're fantastic
Great.
improvisers.
Well, you didn't text me, and I fucking figured it
I
out.
was about to say, Meg's the one who started, and I didn't get text either. So
By
I'm
you all,
No.
I guess I only meant Thomas and Nathan, who are
No
my little
text.
technical
one whose
wizards.
computer has crashed and not in here.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're-
listen.
Well,
Thanks to my handy dandy little hard drive here, I have every show ever. Hopefully my computer won't destroy the live stream and we can try this again.
That needs to be put in a time capsule and preserved.
It belongs in a
Twilight.
museum. But thank you all, and there's lots of comments, lots of fire comments coming in. Pedro Capetti, happy 5-year anniversary, y'all. Wish you could be singing with us tonight.
Nice.
What a dork bag. Love you so much. Oh,
Kyle Yampero thinks that we're playing Never Have I Ever, and that's what we were almost to.
We
that was
should have
really
It
been.
seemed
We
the same.
should have been.
That's true.
That was
That
so
would have
better.
been
personal.
more
All right.
entertaining.
so
so
Well, we
you,
didn't get a text, so.
you guys want to start with scene 1 again, or do you want to go to 2?
Go to scene 2, right?
we're
If we
moving
don't
on
see scene
.com.
one, we won't
I've
know
got
what's happening.
I've got a miracle set up, Nathan. Is that scene 2?
That's scene 2. Yeah.
Beautiful. Let's see if I have better success with this.
Okay.
Can't wait.
Love this show.
Okay, and it's good old David Raposo.
David Raposo.
How's that? Can you guys hear anything?
Yes, I can hear that one.
How's it sound?
I love this song.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
That's what it feels like because you cannot touch them. In fact, you can't even look at them. Close your eyes, close your eyes, close your eyes. Until one day you're
David Raposo, longtime on the spot singer, singing about a perfect world of some kind. What's the song from?
The last
The
5.
last 5 years.
Oh my God, really?
I know we don't hear it much, so.
Here's a little known secret for all the on-the-spot singers out there. I am so dumb when it comes to musicals.
DelVecchio, I thought you said it was from the musical Miracle, and I was like, oh, they made a musical about that hockey thing that happened.
I wish.
Hockey thing that happened.
I would totally watch that.
Yes.
That's when the US beat Russia.
Yep, in the 80s.
For everybody streaming along in the YouTube comments, just give us some casting suggestions for Miracle Broadway production when Broadway opens again. And I think I deserved this drink.
Was that in the time of Wayne Gretzky? Or he was in the 90s?
Oh, no, just because you weren't allowed to use NHL players then. The reason it was like the Miracles because it was all like college students who did it.
Another wonderful thing about the Broadway Comedy Club, that sign, notoriously always crooked. Thankfully, they don't use that anymore.
Now they class the joint up.
Let me know if that sounds good to everybody. The audio's good.
Yeah, it sounds great, Pat.
I've broken like 4 lights on that archway with my back while sitting and waiting to go up for a scene.
Yeah, there's no side curtains on this setup. This was like back in the day when it was just like one black curtain that was like tattered with
On that
holes
like
in it.
metal like thing, right? There was no light. Wow, it's been a while.
We would have to walk in every week and readjust the lights because somebody had moved them. Anyway, much love to the Broadway Comedy Club, our home for the last 5 years. Thank you so much if any of y'all are watching. Big shout out to all the servers. There's Alex. Oh, I remember him. He doesn't work there anymore, right?
No, he does
He got
not.
fired.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
What was his name? Alex?
I think it was Alex.
Yeah.
Well, you know
Because
what?
there were like 3 Alexes in a row.
Oh, yeah.
Dude Alex, Lady Alex.
Lady Alex.
Jinko's a badass. I love her.
Yeah.
Any server who dare worked our show, I will have to say is a badass. I believe this is also Mr. Scannell on the lights. So I want to do a quick toast to our best friend in the whole goddamn world, Andy Scannell.
Oh, damn.
Okay, here's some improv now. Who's that stud?
Just a beer as fast as possible. I gotta get this drink.
Solid object work from Chris.
Chris always says solid.
The old improv trope of I'm gonna clean the glass.
Can you I can't even believe how different the room looks.
Oh no, I think I know what's coming.
Ladies' night. Is DelVecchio gonna be a lady? If he is, we're all drinking.
Get ready then.
Congratulations on the marriage. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm really happy in my marriage, you know?
God, I look so thin and happy.
Just like every time I go out.
Whoa.
No, I'm very happy now. Just a little quarantine crazy.
I look like a muppet.
This is actually recorded evidence of maybe the last time I ever wore long sleeves.
Just the ladies.
DelVecchio and Meg creeping behind the curtain.
We're behind it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Jerry. It's always.
Okay, okay.
It's been 24 hours, actually, but hey.
Dan Reidy texting me on my phone. The video could be louder. Well, a lot of things could be different, Dan. But thank you for this.
Thank you.
Hope that's better.
Very much. That's what I was saying. How do you ever, girl? Nice to meet all of you.
That's me showing my wedding ring in the scene. Okay? As you see, the game of this scene is I'm resisting temptation from all of these saucy ladies.
How not to do improv. Like, there's just these three people screaming.
This is a good lesson. Look how much people. There are a lot of people in that crowd that night. I guess.
Sorry, I didn't realize it was ladies' night. I would have stayed away.
It's okay, Shirley.
It's okay, sir.
All right,
Wow.
please sit down at the other end of the bar. Over there.
Fine, I can do my
Nice
business
three-quarter
from
turn,
afar.
Chris.
Sorry about that, Steve.
Nice.
Thanks. Sis.
Hey, wait a minute. You're not coming on me too, are you? Hands up. Still there.
I hadn't even noticed it.
Hands up.
With the conversation we had about it. Forgot it.
Well, I'm just picking up on the cues. A very nice massage just gave you there. A free drink.
Fine.
Just want to get I have your dollar tip for you. Oopsie. I don't care. I need a little ugly makeup.
That might not have been a character choice.
I have like a clear rip in the thigh of my
Imagination.
you spot
Shout out.
it.
Shout out to that rip in the pants.
I am, but I don't care.
Also, shout out to Andrew Whitbeck on the keys. I believe this is the first time he ever dared play along with us.
That's too much responsibility. I want you to go with me to Mordor. I don't know what I'm saying, but
You're going to Mordor.
Oh, I forgot about this scene.
Oh, because it was the one ring, so now, okay. Solid Lord of the Rings reference. Okay. Clap, 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 clap. Oh,
Wow.
okay. Okay. Before we continue on,
Yeah.
how was that, everyone in the world? Is that a successful way to share this first show with you all? What do you think?
Pat, it was so weird to see you in a solid shirt.
That's also true.
I was like, where's the pattern? it was a great scene.
That was
That's fun.
before I exclusively shopped at Bonobos.
You're welcome. I think that was actually before, like, we did this show right before I started working at Bonobos. I think I was still working at Toro.
Lots. I think I was still at the Hard Rock
You
as
were.
a server back then.
You were.
Oh, we've come so far.
Oh my God. What
The last 5 years.
Wow.
Full circle.
Wow.
Full circle.
I see how that went there.
Yeah. Waiting for it.
Nathan, what do you think? Am I better at streaming these videos than you are?
Probably.
Oh shit, burn.
I meant that sincerely, just so we can get through this.
Right.
Oh, that one was better.
Quick shout outs back in the chat. We've got Thomas doing a solid Wayne Gretzky, Wayne Grady, Wayne, I'm drunk.
Wayne Brady?
I can't read the comments anymore. Eric Diddleman, live streaming. Who are these young chaps? He says. Thanks, Eric. That's me. That's me. I'm a young chap. Okay, beautiful. So I don't know how many more of these we've got in us, but we've got a whole night. Oh, now Nathan has a comment.
Yeah.
Whenever the video is playing, the fewer comment will make it easier for people to hear. Thanks.
No, he wanted that to be read aloud.
Shared for everyone.
Yeah.
I'm sure you wanted that to happen.
Yes, of course. Speaking of all these technical difficulties, this is now a wonderful time to give a thank you to all of the wonderful technicians we've had over the years. I would like to thank to Thomas David Burns Scully, who also acts with us. Not in the chat tonight, but here in our hearts always, Diego.
Always.
And of course, Sandy Scannell. And we've already toasted to him, but I can never stop toasting to him. One of the best goddamn
You're actually
men in
missing
the
two.
world.
You're actually missing two, Pat.
Let's see if I can get him. We've also got Brendan Goggins.
Yep.
Happy birthday, Brendan Goggins, if you're out there. It is your
Pipe
birthday.
Pipe Dreams. He was my teammate.
Oh,
Pipe
really?
Dreams. Yeah.
What a
That's
weird coincidence.
Small
Yeah.
world.
And the last,
After all.
I don't think I've got the last tech in me.
Wait,
Nathan.
hold on.
Who is it?
Hold on. Andy, Diego, Tom, Brendan.
I think I know.
Has Lauren done it?
Laura Kim did do it a couple of times.
Wait, no, I mean, Laura Kim did it? I thought Lauren did it, but it was Laura? Damn.
Yeah.
I suppose if we all,
Laura.
I also thought of another one. Nathan Armstrong, because you,
Oh, yeah.
Nathan, have done the tech a bunch of times.
Yes, I have.
Ha.
Congrats for keeping the lights on, everybody.
Yeah.
Oh.
Except for on the stream. Speaking of streams, shall we do the next one? I believe it's Leah Fox up next. Yes, Pat?
Which one is it, Nathan?
It's Life with Harold.
Oh my God! I guessed that. Completely guessed it.
And remember, guys, fewer comments. Keep your shit together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get it right or pay the price.
People don't want to fucking hear us. They want to see the show from half a decade ago. That kid.
You gotta love that man. He's like my personal angel. Always wanting the kind of life that I've been having this hell of a life. On the couch, I would want. He would buy me the moon, and the moon could be what I'm telling you. You gotta love that man. I really love that man. He likes me dressed to the nines. I say 2 words and then Katana. There's people playing Katana. And I got the goods that go in the guts, that goes in the bag, that goes in my wonderful life with the arrow. I love that man.
Don't touch the mic!
I just realized she's not wearing denim.
Should she wear denim?
She's not wearing denim. I thought that skirt was denim. Quality commentary.
Always love a good song that gives us names, because then we can pull the name Carol into the scene. That's the secret of improv. I have no idea what scene is Andrea liked my moves. Thanks, Andrea. Okay.
Scatters assemble.
These scatters assemble? Oh, yeah. I was kind of hoping that would be the whole scene.
I like when we scat without rehearsing.
I like scatting without rehearsing. Can I just say one thing?
Yeah, Jen.
I'm really disappointed with the lack of bookings we had.
Like bookings? What?
It's just so hard to book scatting nowadays.
Yeah, when you look up scat online, it tells you crazy things.
Laugh break for Chris's vocal choice, I guess.
A lot of the sites were in German.
Well, maybe we should start learning how to speak.
It was a good
German.
vocal choice.
I know one word.
John gets wait. Wenn Englisch wieder eine leichte allein sein ist, Freund.
I believe it.
What? So have you understood everything these German websites have basically said?
How much German website that you've been going on?
Oh.
Do you think there's going to be a bigger market if we marketed ourselves as a German scouting team?
I feel like I use that like you fucking yeah voice a lot. It's our first musical improv song.
I don't know, that just seems super racist against Germans. I like to scat about things that I'm feeling really positive about.
Oh, talk about that, Jesse.
Scat blues.
Scat blues.
Scat yellows, because yellow is like a positive color.
I like magenta.
That's why I wore this shirt.
All right, well, I can try. Give me a
I just pet Chris.
Great.
Knew what was going on in this scene because I don't.
Later at America's Got Talent.
Look at that. We're cutting to America's Got Talent. That's me masterfully playing another character. Probably Simon Cowell.
Stop. You're going to Hollywood. Yes.
And jumping back in as my
Great button, Pat.
Thank you.
Button, but maybe it's not the end.
We missed the blackout there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I ever intended for this initiation to last.
Is this when Andrew does U2 on a kazoo?
Oh no.
It's just the three of us. Just like Destiny's Child. Just the two. I got a modeling contract. What happened to our simple little scat group? It's like Hollywood changed us. I'm not even a name anymore.
Real solid joke there.
And I was like, yeah, that's me too.
A long scene.
Yo,
About to have our second musical
This is
number.
like 5 scenes in one. There it is. Wow.
Was the blackout on That's a Fat Ass?
Yes, it was.
I feel like that's a very year one on the spot blackout.
Yeah, very, very 2016 humor. I would like to apologize to literally everyone for that.
Is this the show where DelVecchio does U2 on a kazoo, though?
That may be coming up later or may not. We'll see.
Spoiler.
I thought of
We'll have to
something.
stay tuned to find out.
Oh, Leah Fox actually gave me some pretty good advice once that I've been trying to figure out for myself.
Now's the time.
She said I should get a sugar daddy.
I guess that's advice anyone could take up.
There's an app for that.
What's it called? Was it called
I
sugar?
don't know, but I knew a girl who used it and tried to convince me to use it. I don't remember, but she was into it. Yeah, I don't know, but it's out there. So I'm sure it's easy to find.
I don't know. I'm just into daddies these days.
So coming up next is Amy Lang. And this scene that is coming up, I don't want to do spoilers or anything, but this may have influenced more scenes than any other scene in the future. So
You must time travel.
this is
Travel or Chipotle.
Well, yeah, one of those. So this is Amy Lang, a note from Linda. Pat, you got it?
Oh, I got it. And now I gotta share the screen. While I do the note from Linda. Yeah. Here we go.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
The first singer to use a prop.
And the last. No, a lot of people use props.
To my dearest Robbie, I think we need some space. Please forgive my timing. Smiley face. You see, I woke this morning prepared to walk on air, but I realized you cramped my style. Yes, I cramped my hair. I'm just not that same person, the guy I used to know. I'm not in love with Robbie now. Robbie 7 years ago.
Oh, is this the time travel scene? Nathan, a lot of microphone touching. Daddy don't like that.
Is there a rule against that?
It's just the sound system's so bad in the room sometimes. It's always.
The microphones are no good. You shouldn't touch them or talk into them. They might break.
Or dissolve if they're made of plastic.
Your pal, little girl. The eye is dotted with a broken head.
She's good. Where's she been lately? I feel like she ain't been around lately.
I'd like to point out that my oh no at the top is going to be if we see her second song. Foreshadow.
Oh,
Memories, they all come flooding
got
back.
some foreshadowing in this.
Do you like me? Check one. Yes, no, maybe. Oh, bro, you can ask this if you like.
Oh my God, this scene.
In history class, you know what that means. You know what that means. She wants some of the Doug. I hope so. Did you give her the note for me? Bro, that's asking a lot. Okay, I don't Come on, be a pal. In your love life.
Pat's entrance is my favorite thing in this thing.
You can see me sitting over there cooking up something.
Hey, I have this bit from you. The guy over there, you know, the super cool guy who's doing this. He brought this note for you and was wondering, I also brought this pen. If you could just like answer it.
I did that voice today in a class with kids.
No, I'm too late.
Shout out to Ariella Arnon. We just got a new subscriber on YouTube. Oh, I'm missing the best part.
You can't give him the letter to give to her because he falls in love with her. Who wants true love? I'm so confused. I'm just gonna reset the time circuits and try that one more time. Don't give her the letter. Even though why am I telling you this now? Because you're not gonna remember when I reset the past.
Nice lights, Andy.
Pat, your entrance is still my favorite thing ever. There you go.
Just time. No.
I just laughed out loud.
Yourself, okay?
Shit out of me.
I have to go back farther than fast.
Solid combat.
Sheet of paper, thanks.
Are you writing a note?
Yeah.
You should do that, too. It's gonna be
Oh,
awesome.
no.
Yes.
She's telling you to one piece of the dough stew.
Well, Andrew, please report to the principal's office.
I'm in trouble. You too? I think I didn't tell you this, but I actually killed the guy last week. Give me a
Damn, I'm being so selfish. I should probably stop that murder.
This is insane.
I said you can't play with my Ninja Turtle!
Snaps her neck.
Just standing, petrified and horrified.
I
What did you do? We gotta hide this!
I'm sweating.
I'm an aberration from messing with the timeline!
I'm an aberration from messing with the timeline.
That was me killing the other you.
I'm sorry, I didn't kill myself.
Oh no, me, I was killing myself.
I think we were also babies then.
That's one of my favorite scenes of all time.
I forgot about that scene.
Oh, so stupid.
Do you have an award for most deaths in a scene? Because that might be it.
It might be, but I don't know.
For those that had trouble keeping along, it was because I kept going backwards in time to prevent events before they happened. I suppose.
And completely failing.
So, not to bring the mood, like whatever. I love that scene so much. But notice one of my pet peeves is it's not just touching the microphone, but notice what happens with this curtain for the next 5 freaking scenes.
It's just like,
oh man.
Worth it.
Honestly, I have no regrets that somehow 5 years later, that scene just filled me with so much joy.
Yeah.
This is why you record every show you ever do, so you can go back and note yourself, but you can also see how freaking insane you are.
And so you have an alibi.
I didn't tell you this, but I killed someone last week.
Quick shout out from Kyle Yampiro in the chat. My favorite blackout was when Meg literally finished the song with "Caca."
I remember that one.
I remember that.
I'm not sure if he.
Was it like a narrative show? Was it a?
No, I think it was later on. Because Kyle didn't join us until a bit later on.
It was fairly recent.
Yeah, it was maybe a year ago, 2 years ago, like at the most.
There was a long silence, I think, and then just
yeah. It was. I think it was me on the tech board because I feel like I was trying to do the blackout and I missed it. I was like, oh, it's awkward now. I can't just black it out. And then like, what the heck am I gonna do? And then you went, I was like, thank you, Meg. Perfect.
There it is.
I always love just serving up the most stupid blackouts possible.
Sometimes the blackouts just don't come, and you got to keep going, don't they?
And sometimes it is me or Diego's fault, and sometimes it is the lighting board's fault, which
and
screws
sometimes
up on
it's
us.
our fault because we're
all
just
of our
not
fault.
giving you what you need. Yeah.
These things have been really long.
Yeah, I was watching that going like, I would have blacked this out like now. This would have been the point.
So then you would have missed baby Andrew hiding the body.
Yeah.
We got to hide this thing.
The next scene, well, we'll see what you guys think of this. This is Love Can't Happen. David Raposo coming back singing.
All right, we're halfway through. We're almost done. All right, share the screen.
David Raposo kind of looks like one of my exes.
Probably not him.
I also
more
don't think
on that at 11.
I also feel like David hasn't aged.
Right here.
Look at this strong brown.
Note the curtain.
It looks great. I don't know what you're talking about. It's a black curtain. It hides everything. Scott Ranieri, solid burn. He's had enough drinks to black out at the moment. Thanks, Scott. Oh, and a clarification from Kyle. The blackout was from his first show ever back January 2019. They all kind of blur together, but thanks, Kyle. What show is this from? Help me, I don't know musicals.
The show Miracle.
Drop a suggestion in the comment box below. Also, like and subscribe.
This is actually one of Wayne Brady's songs as Wayne Gretzky.
Wayne Brady played Wayne Gretzky.
Miracle musical.
Like I've been a drunk staring in her eyes. The one touch really appealing. Never mind the truth, never mind the lies, never mind a thought in the world except love. Can't happen quite so quickly.
I would pay to see Wayne Brady play Wayne Gretzky.
Little wrapping this song up, not to talk over him, but this reminds me of like when we're ready to do a scene, and you know, as the actors, we don't always like turn to each other and be like, okay, you come up with the scene. It's a lot of like physical body language. So it's like normally we're like sitting with our legs crossed back, but then when someone's ready for a scene, you can tell because their legs are uncrossed and they're like,
That's true.
They're ready to go. So
behind the scenes.
This, I believe, is from the fantastic musical, The Grand Hotel.
The Grand Hotel?
There's been a couple times where like I'm just leaning forward because that's where I'm comfortable, and then I realized like someone didn't go up, and I went, oh, and I had to like sit back and be like, I have nothing.
And there's been a few times where we've literally had to use the bathroom in the middle of the show, haven't we?
I've
Yes.
definitely gone to the bathroom.
Bam. Yeah, me too.
I know it's frowned upon, but like sometimes you.
Damn, this note. Yes, David.
Guys, David is my ex-boyfriend.
Shout out to David, wherever you're at. David, hope you're staying safe.
That's why he looks like him.
I'm kidding.
Washing your hands.
You say you haven't been drinking tonight.
Oh, I'm a
But
cop.
You're clearly intoxicated. And you expect me to believe that it's because you were
That's
looking
the
at each
reality
other
of
in
his
the
character.
eyes.
He said you're clearly intoxicated.
Yeah, I'm getting drunk on her soul. Yeah, this is how we usually end up.
I can't let you drive in this condition. Do you understand that?
In love, you biggie.
Uh-oh.
Biggie.
You're just jealous because you never felt this way about him.
Yeah. Get off my key to soul.
He is so.
I don't know what it's like to be drunk in love.
Shut up, Beyonce. Nobody asked you.
I'm a responsible adult. I drink in moderation. I'm also an officer of the law and a man of respect.
You know what to
Am I drunk too?
respect you.
Is that what's happening?
Oh, that's so nice.
I am a
All right, all right.
You're so
Well, you're both definitely 100% under arrest. Hey,
What?
Jam correct, but you can't catch.
Wait, Johnny.
I love you. I'll see you soon. Come on the door. I'm going to
Steve, you're getting away. I'm calling in. Love on the run.
I will come back for you.
You want to chase him or should I?
Get away, one of us.
You're going to have him. I'll stay here with her.
What?
Here we go. Wait a minute.
Oh, yeah, you go, Chaser. I'll stay here with the ladies.
This girl? Let's go. Son of a little intoxicated. Get it. All right, I'm going to go get him, but don't look her in the eyes, I swear to God. You romantic crooner, you.
Your door's locked. You have to use the window.
Okay. Oh my God, it's getting caught up.
Oh my gosh, is it coming?
Switch getting into the car.
Whoa, Andy.
Wow, Andy.
He's playing the Switch, the short form game on us.
Shit around. Sorry about my partner. Yeah. Never gonna catch me. Never gonna catch me. Walking in a steady pace. Walking in a steady pace. Cancel that call.
There's Andrew.
Oh, did you call back up on me because I'm big and mad?
We're back up on you.
What?
You can back up on me all you want.
This is messed up.
Literally every scene between Chris and I.
Everybody's handcuffed up.
Hey,
Yeah. Hey,
Johnny, you made your decision.
everything all right in there?
Yes.
Everything's fine. What's with the arm on that? Come on.
I said,
I told you not to look her in the eye. We're in love. I'm giving her. She's not in love, you're just drunk.
She's 15.
All right, we'll let you off the
Ooh.
Hey.
She's
All right.
15, bro.
Wow.
Wow.
It's tough when you make somebody an underage character in the scenes because then it just adds so many layers. Like if you're hitting on the person.
I just look so young, so I get it.
Yeah.
I love the short form call of Switch once.
Once.
Yeah, that was never something because we all came from a short form show. Quick shout out to Walt Frazier and the gang for giving us the space and letting us take over there. And so the idea, I think, initially was like improv. Yeah, we could just throw in like short form elements whenever we want. And I was like, probably not. But Andy was like, haha, I have mischief in mind.
Speaking of short form games,
what happened to DelVecchio there?
I just wanted to say that this is really making me miss doing shows. FYI.
Oh, sincerely.
Yeah.
I don't know. If musical improv wasn't so impossible to do over Zoom, I would say we could try to do an actual on the spot over Zoom.
That would be nuts.
But it's not, so who knows? But shout out in the comments on YouTube if you're still with us. Well, there's still a good amount of people with us, and if that's something you'd be interested in, something into seeing, because we've been rolling with a lot of those OTS minis. So thank you to all the amazing singers who've been sending in their songs. They've been so fun to do, and
those are.
God, we miss performing so much, and it's just fun to even do those quick little bite-sized nuggets of scenes for you. And we've got a whole bunch coming up. I've got too many.
Since we have changed formats a little bit and become more storyline based, and we do one full musical, I thought of another behind the scenes factoid for those of you watching at home.
Oh, great.
Singers. If you're singing and you happen to catch us out of the corner of our eye leaning over and whispering to one another for a moment, it's not because we're talking about you. It's because 99 out of 100 times we're saying, what was your character's name?
For sure.
What was... And it's even like to the point where we'll like I'll like tap Jillian and I'll be like, what was Pat's name? And she'll go down the line and then it just telephones back to me.
And hopefully it's right.
I don't remember.
And then you'll forget like 10 seconds later and it doesn't matter.
And then you just make up a new name.
A little inside baseball. Everyone here has go-to names. Like if you ever watch a show, I'm always calling a lady a Sheila. And I'd call a lot of guys Jacob.
I always do like Janine or Janice. Or
J-name's very popular.
Yeah, Janice.
Yeah.
I do.
It just rolls off the tongue, you know.
Speaking of J names, here's Leah Fox.
Wow.
I loved it. Great segue.
And you said we weren't going to get any of Nathan's awkward introductions.
You know, I got to kick it old school.
Okay, here we go. Sharing screen with Leah Fox. Number 2. Here we go. This song's called Another Winter. What's this from?
The First Winter.
Winter 2.
All right, on the count of 3, let's all say what's better, Frozen or Frozen 2. 1, 2, 3.
Frozen 2. 2. 2 is a so much better game. This performance predates Frozen 2.
Yeah, I was going to say this can't.
What was happening in April 2016? This?
You could go outside. Chris and I went for the same joke.
We all thought that Hillary was going to be president.
That's worse than a quarantine joke. It makes me feel even worse.
Thomas private messaging me to make me look smarter than I am, but this is from Grand Hotel the Musical.
Oh, Grand Hotel.
I'm constantly impressed with everyone's musical theater
Is this
knowledge.
the second song from Grand Hotel in this show?
Maybe it was big in the 2016 times. This was before we had Sixth musical. I guess that never actually came out. Grey Gardens the musical.
Oh, this is from Grey Gardens.
Oh, na.
This is from Grey Gardens.
Tom didn't do a very good job making look smart, man.
No, I just was reading an old comment, so that was my bad.
Slap some patches on that jacket, I would take it from her.
You love your good jean jacket.
I love jean jackets with patches and pins.
Please note the curtain again.
to Julie McNamara in the comments saying that she would watch us cool people try that. I think that was in reference to our attempt at doing a live on the spot over Zoom. Thanks, Julie.
Thanks, Julie.
Maybe you'll be one of the singers too. I'm gonna get Nathan. That's Nathan's department. Nathan
God,
deals
so
with
many
the
lines in my
singers.
head.
I deal with the actors.
Yesterday seems more real than today. It's difficult trying to hide my season ended. I'm tired of, but no one took the party down.
Oh,
See,
did
now
you
we're
guys
getting-
notice the curtain is still open?
Oh yeah, wide open. But now we're gonna do the part of the show where it's like, okay, we put some of the more ballady stuff towards the end of the show, right? That's where all the feelings come out.
Like sapphire ocean. Oh, how can I face another winter in a snowy town?
Another winter in a summer town. Nice.
Ooh.
Is this improv scene gonna be about summertime or winter or who knows? Have we run out of steam in the show?
I like the twinkly star look.
Yeah, great special
Oh, that's when they
effect.
put candles on all the tables. Or do they still do that?
Do they not do that anymore?
They do something.
First appearance
Oh my God,
of me
it's the
playing a
bird scene.
pigeon.
And there's Whitbeck.
Aw. Wait, Meg, you remember the scene?
Yeah, I think you like fuck yes.
Winter makes me feel lonely. I thought we were together. That's been a shame for years, Brenda. You told me. It just doesn't feel cool anymore. Listen.
Solid pun, DelVecchio. I caught that.
Thanks, man.
Freeze is now a film noir scene.
Oh,
I guess we're
theater
playing styles now.
He was so cool to me, Brother Ross, when I was young. Now she just becomes my bag. I thought maybe if I let it out easy, she'd be a good chick.
You know, I don't mind it. It does add to the complete insanity of the show.
I thought you'd be proud of me for that one too, Pat.
I appreciated it.
I forgot we were indoors in New York City. I gotta put this out. It's not becoming of a lady pigeon. What is becoming of a lady?
Why am I pasting so much?
Tenacity, Brenda!
Because you're in a film noir, you gotta go back and forth.
Pigeon. You're just tea. Yes, is that a color of pigeon?
Freeze, nature documentary.
Nature documentary.
Did you guys know that you can find cute pigeons in the wild? Look at me. I wasn't purple at all. I was cute. Now, if you guys want to learn how to talk pigeon, just try with us.
This nature documentary is very.
I'm Neil deGrasse Tyson.
What?
I help out pigeons like these and millions of others. You can donate now. www.ps.com. Let's continue to watch them as they evolve into a superior bird.
Emotionally, but not physically.
Freeze. Now it's a Spanish soap opera.
Man, I got beat up in the show.
So fun to slap around. It's an Wow, I'm impressed. I thought we'd fail miserably at doing Spanish soap opera.
Yeah, that's usually not in my wheelhouse, but luckily I was an animal, so I could hide it with a bunch of coos.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I'm glad we don't don't try to do that every show, because then that would start to feel very stale and repetitive. But it was fun for that show.
What, pigeon scenes?
No, just trying to add in like short form elements.
Yeah.
The show itself.
We've evolved from pigeon scenes to sandpiper scenes now, I think.
Oh my god, I did not know what a sandpiper was.
As I love birds. I love birds.
But why a sandpiper? Who knows?
Because it's one of my mom's favorite birds. They're all over Florida.
All over Florida. Yeah.
The more specific you are, the better it is.
Well, the other thing
that was a weird show.
Well, the other thing that was interesting to see is, and this is a very, very persnickety thing to look at, but Andrew Whitbeck turned face to the audience as opposed to face towards the stage.
Oh yeah, that's
so he's kind of looking off to the side to see you guys.
We slowly over the years we hit him in the corner more.
You may have actually already answered this by saying that you love birds, but Darby in the comments just said, Andrew, do you have a love for pigeons? The last show I saw, you started off as a pigeon, and it made them the superior race.
I do. That's why I think I've played a pigeon at least 5 times.
Recurring themes.
In over 5 years, if I'm not a pigeon once a year, then I failed.
The annual pigeon show.
And pigeons
has to be more than that.
Pigeons are my second favorite animal. So
Oh, what's your first? Sandpipers?
penguins, specifically
got it.
rockhoppers.
Got it. Penguins are cute.
There are more penguins than you know exist. There are so many different kinds of penguin.
Ton of penguins.
Are the rock hoppers the ones that steal each other's rocks?
Yeah.
They're the ones who jump around on the rocks, and they have like the yellow feathers that look like they got spiky hair.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are
Pretty
good.
much
Those
all
are good.
penguins.
They were the
steal
ones
each
that
other's
were in
rocks.
Surf's Up.
Yeah, the main character in Surf's Up is a rockhopper. Yes.
Oh, cool.
Good to know.
I auditioned for that role.
Shia LaBeouf's role?
No, the penguin role.
Yeah, he plays the penguin in that movie. Surf's Up.
Oh yeah, that role.
Good.
No, this is a good time to mention. It is 420.
Hey.
I was gonna make a joke, and
Well, no, and it was totally coincidental that our first ever show was on 420, which maybe, made us think it was more funny than it actually was. But
ouch.
Well,
It was funny.
it was good.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the audience
you,
liked it.
Jillian.
We enjoyed it. Everyone enjoyed this next scene except for one Mr. Andrew DelVecchio.
oh, is this why I said "oh" earlier?
Yeah. This
Okay.
is Amy Lang,
Ooh, I'm excited.
and this is Screw Loose. Unfortunately, on the video, I previewed it last time. You actually can't see what's happening, but I will
Oh, that's probably
narrate
for the
as she's
best.
doing it if you would like.
I mean, I can let them know too.
Sure, or Andrew, yeah, why don't you do it?
So I'm so curious now. All right, here we go.
You guys don't remember what happened during the song?
No.
Like came on to him. Right?
Dedicate this song
Yes.
and my body to a very special someone.
Screw this. None of this song.
Screw loose. That's what they say I got. Or maybe they say I'm not playing with the full deck.
She's a great
But
host.
hey,
Great.
what the heck can I do? Baby, I got a screw loose for you. Bonkers. That's what they're calling me. And not metaphorically. They mean truly insane. But they can't hear the voice in my brain. Giving orders to keep loving you. Eccentric. Here I am. Toys in the belfry basket.
That says Andrew.
That says Andrew.
And she did the rest of the song to me.
Yes.
Now, you can't see it. She's like on my lap. And I don't know if anyone knows this, but I'm extremely awkward in social situations with people I don't know.
Yep.
And so she spends the rest of the song just like, it's all... And it was because freaking Nathan, she came up, she's like, who would it be funniest to put the name on my arm? And Nathan told me that without missing a beat, he was like, oh, you got to do it to Andrew. So if you could see me right now, I am clenched so tight trying to be like, I'm normal and fine with this.
That, I believe, is also, it's happened a few times where people have been like, who should I mess with? Which one of the actors? And you've been like, oh yeah, gotta be DelVecchio.
Because I handle it the worst.
Scott Reidy singing Popular, I believe, towards you on his first performance.
He did. That was awesome. That was awesome. Oh boy. Oh boy. I definitely handled that well.
Chris, that girl did that thing at the show again. Put my name right on her arm. That was funny, but I was like,
Andrew, you need to stop picking girls up at the psychiatrist's office.
Chris, thank you for working through this with me in the scene.
Your initiation was mostly just like, this is how I actually feel right now.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
I put everything together and I got one screw left over.
okay, here's the thing.
Wait, I used it twice in two ways. I had a
Why do we have a screw?
There should be a loose screw.
There should be a loose screw, but there's loose screw, man. I lost my mind, okay?
These instructions, someone scribbled all over them. Andrew, during the show, I'm going to. Oh my.
She's gonna.
What does it say?
Oh my. I know this is getting a little self-referential, and we weren't going to go there.
What does that mean?
We're outside of the scene commenting on what happened.
Oh, like breaking the fourth wall.
People.
We have fun.
Hi. It's
We were meta before meta was cool.
Is it an IKEA couch?
This is a screw I'm supposed to be holding.
Can I get a location? A location.
Hey, I have Neil deGrasse. Sorry, I just go back and play black guy in the show.
I understand that. I think
Sorry, we're out of the scene now.
Again, I just want to apologize for 2016, Pat.
Are you still going grass tyson?
Not Patrick. There's so many questions. Didn't I, Patrick?
You want me to do another grass tyson?
You're such a great job at it.
Why is everything breaking down? The time traveling.
You did it.
It was the time traveling 5 scenes ago.
You're right. Let's try this whole scene over again.
I forgot we did that.
What?
Wow.
That's what happened there.
So
Not over. Not over yet.
What? It's not over?
No.
I was going to say, we're starting the scene over.
That was just us going back in time to start the scene over again.
We did 2 time traveling scenes in one show.
Pat, put it back. This might be you two on a kazoo.
Oh, it really is.
Pat.
Guys, hang on.
Oh, no.
Technical difficulties, which are really just the fact that I'm getting distracted because you're all yelling at me.
Like, what else is new? You should be able to work through this by now.
Keep stalling.
Oh no.
Once.
Where's the chancellor?
There.
Never
have I ever.
Well,
Okay,
fun.
never have I ever.
Oh, okay.
Meg, you go first.
Never have I ever.
I'm out of alcohol.
Get yourself another White Claw.
Never have I ever driven a tractor.
Yeah.
I think I have.
Oh, so Grace has, yes.
I've ridden one. I didn't drive it.
I think you can ride it. I've never.
Okay, shut up, everybody. I got it. Nothing happens.
We're sorry for the interruption in the show. I just had a note from management. Thank you. And now I'm gonna do my rendition of U2 on a kazoo.
ADV, that's still one of my favorite things ever.
Okay, that was worth it.
I
Coming
didn't
out
know
of that
what to
scene.
do.
Okay, but time out. If you had to do a U2 song on a kazoo, what song would you do?
Oh, that's easy.
I think
Beautiful
we should hear
day.
it, actually. Can we hear it?
I don't have a
can't even
kazoo.
think of it if I had a kazoo.
Do it with your mouth.
Fake it.
Do it with your mouth.
I just hope that
Wax
someone just
paper?
tuned in and heard that.
Do it with your mouth. Do it with your mouth.
You
Because
can
do
do it.
it with your mouth, daddy.
DelVecchio is as uncomfortable now as he was in the show at the time.
Yes.
That girl
Yes.
is amazing, though. I love her.
She's
Man,
great.
She's so good.
She's someone I don't ever. She's someone I've thought more than once how why we haven't had her back.
Well, I was actually.
She's never been on when I've been on.
Well, I was having that.
That was her
same-
only time.
I was having that same
Oh.
thought as we were doing it, so I did a bit of research and looked through our records to see like, so we've never had her back for another show. She was only on the first show. But I believe the reason was because she moved back to Ohio. According to her official Facebook page, she is now working in Ohio.
It does make it difficult for us to do shows with
Yes.
people that aren't in New York. Oh,
Nice
wait, no,
talking,
it doesn't
Thomas.
anymore.
She is currently working, or currently was working on a show until everything closed down, called The Breakfast Club, the totally 80s musical in Columbus.
And this has been Facebook stalking with Tom Tom.
It's on her official Facebook page.
I mean, we've had
It's
so
like her
many,
public one.
we've had so many wonderful singers over the years. People from projects big and small. A lot of people went on to do the Office parody musical. Of course, we've had people from we've had pretty much the entire cast of Waitress, and also between all the Waitress songs that have been over the years, probably every song from that show.
Sure.
Yeah.
If you were ever in a show where we did Used to Be Mine, if you looked at me on the side stage, I was jamming along to that. I unabashedly love that song.
Yeah. Didn't Carolina just do that recently?
Yes.
At our show?
Yeah, she was one of the only people who could slide it.
Granted
know.
special permission.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah.
Okay. To the other performers, I know that I'm probably the worst at this. But if a song you love comes on, there's a little bit like it's hard to like not like kind of like mouth long to it and jam to it. And I'm like, damn.
yeah.
I'm like, yes, this is my fucking jam.
Yeah, it's hard for me to control. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And to everyone out there who may have looked into the audience and seen me in my traditional pose.
Yo, he is. Sorry, guys.
Always.
Inside baseball for a second. Nathan is the least calming manager in the audience of all time because he literally sits here like this the whole time.
I never
Like
noticed
you
until you
failed
guys
him.
told me. Like, I never looked at him, and then you all told me he did that, and now it's just.
So
even
there
Always looks like we're disappointing him.
So there are two reasons. Three reasons.
Well,
The
I
first
suffer
is
from
most of the time
migraines.
you're disappointed.
Two, you're awful.
No, I love you guys. The first is I actually am a little bit hard of hearing. So what I do often, if I want to really hear something, is I'll turn my good ear towards the stage. And so I'll do something like this so I can actually hear what's happening on stage. So especially when the singers are on stage, I will tend to actually turn almost away from the stage so I can hear it better. That's just kind of how my body functions. And the other reason is during a show, I'm thinking of so many different things of the show order of the logistics and all of that, that it's hard for me sometimes to focus on the show. So my mind is wandering someplace else, which is why it's fun for me to get to watch these shows back.
Like you never watched them to begin with.
Yeah. Well,
even your frame game is pretty impressive. Just wanted to put it out there.
Oh, my I've got that's my wall of family pictures. So
is that your wall of frame?
Looks like in the comments on the YouTube, Amanda Nicholas, she supports Tom with the Midwest.
Does that mean she supports the Midwest, or she knows that happened for real?
Both.
About Amy Lang moving away.
Yeah.
Thanks, Amanda.
You actually look like you're using like the grandma's house Zoom background.
Nathan?
No, that's just Nathan's house.
That's where Nathan lives.
That's yeah. Actually, these are my grandparents right here. Right.
Aww.
Yeah.
Hi.
Anyway, we're about to hit our last song. Watch how many times Pat tries to end this, and it fails miserably.
Can't wait.
Did we do a closing number in the first show?
We did.
And you'll see.
Was it our big one?
Yeah. Back nowadays, these days we do an improvised closing number, but back in the day we used to preset. It'd be a parody of an actual musical song. So while you all chat in and speculate as to what song we're going to parody for our very first on the spot ever,
I feel like a lot of the people watching know.
I'm sure they could take a few guesses because it's not very clever. But here we go. I'll just.
This is Claire Elise Walton. If you didn't hear her first song, she kills it on this one, so that's helpful.
And she's still wearing that dress. So
literally, no one heard her first song.
Great color.
It sounded like a tundra nightmare.
I can hardly believe it. It's a really good song. Haven't seen her in ages.
Let's get down.
My eyes and just she's peeking through the blinds, putting out the dust. Her light highlights the brine. If I could only just find time to clear my appointments. Time to clean this apartment. Start checking all my list of to-dos. And maybe while I'm at it, it'll only take a minute. Maybe while I'm at it, I might as well get rid of you. Gotta find me an outfit, a tight black dress, maybe the bitch boots. Think that's appropriate for cleaning out my lawn, filling up my sweat. I'm dumping more than the trash, so you don't know that yet. See by all your dysfunctions. Say goodbye, try to flip the mattress. This bedroom can no longer fit you. And baby, while I'm at it, since I'm throwing all the junk out, baby, while I'm at it, looks like I'm getting rid of you. Goodbye, you parasitic bloodsucker. Go get high with your friends. Move back in with your mother. This is where love ends. Goodbye, you cheeky little child.
You'll leave a mess, all right. A mess of a scene.
Boom.
Burn on ourselves before it
Listen,
even
lady,
starts.
I told you. City of New York garbage man. I can only take garbage bags, recycling. I can't take your boyfriend.
I'm playing Cuomo here.
Boom.
I legally cannot.
Zaddy Cuomo.
Donnie!
You just break up with him like a normal person. I can't throw him in the back of the truck.
Donnie, get down here!
Who's gonna be
You
Donnie?
don't have to bring it down here. I'm not gonna take it.
Were you getting high with your friends? Wait, you don't have any. Were you getting high alone?
Okay.
You're acting drunk, not high, Donnie.
You know what? Maybe he's just high up. Hey, you don't know.
Are you sure you don't want him?
I'm not taking him. He is a person, not a piece of garbage. Well, maybe like that. What I am.
Very
Hi, Jerry.
Well, this is appropriate.
You hanging out with
Why? Children in the audience, right?
Out there, just making.
Cut to that. Hanging out in the garbage pile.
Touching from Andy? Great.
Oh, you guys are busy. Never mind.
Garbage was like other people's not garbage. Me, like, in my age, is like, hey, this apple, because I'm like, it's still an apple, but it was an apple. It ceased to be an apple. What once was?
Cut that.
Oh, geez.
You know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe as a city sanitation worker, it is my responsibility to clean up the streets.
Yeah.
These guys are absolute trash.
You're wonderful. I would vote for you for like mayor or something. If you were willing to get rid of these men.
A lot of pressure. I'll vote for you.
I'd vote for.
Cut to the garbage man running for president.
Oh boy.
And
Yeah, you know, you could have picked anybody, but you picked
Oh, this
me.
doesn't age well.
this did not age well.
Hey, go Jets! Let's now take out the garbage. Yeah.
Go Jets. Go Jets.
Is that a team?
You know, I got
I
so
don't
many
know
people out there I want to please. I got so
I don't
many
know
streets I
anything.
want to clean up. I can
Why don't we change the
barely
show?
even count them.
I count 5.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's just watch. 1, 2.
Quaint.
Live chat comment. Now we have a garbage man
Okay,
as
listen, this is
president.
my
President.
presidential inauguration
Typo
speech. She's stepping on my mic. You got elected? Yeah.
Yes, old garbage man.
That's right. You counted up those votes. And
Sorry,
here I am.
everyone. 2006.
One.
I believe I'm trying to do the cue where I'm saying that we're counting the cue line to cue Whitbeck to start playing.
There's a lot of streets still out there. They're still dirty. Still terrorists out there. We just gotta throw them in a yellow bag. The terrorists go in the yellow bags. The general trash go in the black bags. And all the recycling still goes in the blue bags. Got
That's
it?
right. Shout out to
You know
yourself.
it's gonna recycle. He said that, like,
You high in my war room? Why did I let my whole chief of staff as my former garbage employees?
That's right. Getting high. 420.
I thought I was electing people I could count on.
There it is.
Just gonna count. 525,600 trash men.
We should go back to this.
I think I'm the only person who actually enjoyed these.
I liked doing this one. I like a lot of them.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of Frankie Valley.
In that guy standing there and he came back.
Wow, especially the shaved face. I'm noticing for the first time in this show.
I'm smoking this joint here on stage in New York. Hey, Bloomberg, or whoever's made that, I don't know.
Beautiful harmonies. So we were very aware that it was 420 when we did the first show. It was pure coincidence. It's just the date they had available.
525,000 scatters with implants. 525,000 pigeons in love. 525,000 not Jewish boyfriends.
Love DelVecchio's dance videos too. Isn't that photo? Wow, Nathan, are you wearing the exact same
Are you wearing the same thing, Nathan?
Yes, I am.
Here come the stairs.
Meg, your hair has such great flow.
Mine?
Yeah.
I mean,
You were bobbing your
stop
hair.
giving me blood.
Wait for these octave Fs.
I actually miss doing that song.
Yeah,
I like that song.
it was a good ending. It was a good ending to the show.
It was. Everyone knew it. Everyone got jazzed.
It was.
Yeah.
It-
People are like, that song.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's more impressive, I guess, or it's more indicative of what our show.
Heartwarming.
Well, it's more indicative
yeah.
of what our show has become, what we do now, just improvising a song.
Yeah.
But there was something special about doing a set closing number, especially Seasons of Love, which, started off with the iconic piano praise. So
It's true.
Yeah.
And back then, we truly didn't know we would be doing this show 5 years later. So we were like, yeah, let's just do this. Sure.
Half a decade later.
It's
I
true.
don't know what the event was.
Aw.
I don't know about you guys. I'm at characters now. So
I was actually wondering, where did we go after our first show? Because we didn't always go to characters. Like sometimes we went to Rumors, sometimes we went to Valhalla. Like I feel like we didn't.
no, the
Ones that faces and names.
I don't remember where we went. I feel like we went to characters after our first show, but it could have been someplace else.
Characters
We
became like,
definitely have been there almost every Monday for the past 3
Right.
years, at least as I
At
can
least.
recall. Shout out to all the staff at Characters. Thank you, Sean, if you're watching. Cheers,
Sean,
buddy.
You're hot, Sean.
I'm eating a sleeve of saltines.
I
Oh.
love
Enjoy.
it.
Nice. Yeah. Before we end the stream, do any of you guys want to say anything like to wrap us up, to talk about the last 5 years or the last 4 years, or the last 3 years or 2 or 1 or however
Very
long you guys
musical.
are-
Not even quite a year for some of you, but thank you.
Almost.
Well, I will say,
Yes.
I know that I can be a diva, and I know that I've had my moments with probably everyone that's been in the cast for a really long time. But I just want to say, I love you guys so much. I never feel more like me than when I'm doing this show and hanging out with y'all. And I wouldn't be who I am, or actually like love who I am, if it weren't for you guys. So thank you.
Oh, lovely.
There's the hearts and the loves.
Now I feel bad. I left to get a drink, and I come back and Meg is speaking beautiful words.
Don't worry,
Oh,
Andrew.
shit, you
You
missed
can
the
say
good
some
part.
closing thoughts if you like.
Are we closing right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
All right. Well, first
Unless
of all,
you guys
I
want
went.
to keep live streaming for 3 more hours.
I
I've
went
got
to get
nothing else to do.
I went to get what I think is the most appropriate drink, because 5 years ago, even a couple years ago, trashy Andrew drank whatever. And now this Andrew likes drinking scotch and whiskey. So this is a Jameson whiskey, but it's a Guinness stout
Oh, nice.
Jameson whiskey. So I think it's the perfect drink for tonight.
Wow.
You're not drinking vodka brand vodka?
I already drank that during the show. The brand was called Exclusive. So yeah, if we're closing out, this show has been the most constant thing in my life for the past half decade. It has been there through the best, and it's been there through the worst. And I know that every Monday I get to come and I get to perform with people that mean the world to me, and I get to do what I love. And I cannot thank everyone in this chat enough. I can't thank every singer enough, especially the ones who tuned in tonight, because most of the ones who tuned in tonight are ones who have done the show more than once or come and hung out with us a bunch of times. So I am extremely lucky that I have, for half of a decade now, had such an amazing group of people around me, and I love every single one of you, and you have made my life better. So thank you.
We love you, Andrew.
Same. You keep referring to it as half a decade, though, and it's
I know. I love
That's because I think that needs to be said, because 5 years sounds like a lot, but half a decade really puts it into perspective for how long we've been doing this together.
Yeah, that's why it's tough for me. I was supposed to find my rich husband this year, and that's just like not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Sugardaddy.com.
Okay.
Whatever.
Sugardaddy.com.
We'll work on it.
Who else should I throw into the fire? Chris, you got some words, some closing thoughts?
My closing thoughts, I feel only fitting to do thusly. I've had about 525,600 good times with you guys.
God damn, I hate you so much.
Barf.
How many times have you had?
So, yeah, just like Andrew said, and I think we've both talked about this before, that the past 5 years, the one constant I had, the one safe home I had, was coming and playing with you guys. Jobs come and go and don't go or don't come, and at least when I'm having those valleys of, why do I still do this, parts of your career, which I think all of us have, where we say, you know what, maybe I should just give all this up and I'll just go get a job in an office. I won't do this anymore. But this is a weekly reminder for me that I can't stop doing this, because this is what I love doing. And these are the kind of people I love being around. And I love all of you.
We love you, Chris.
You too.
Who else? Oh my goodness, Jill, Grace. I know the two of you are newer to the family. You joined our cast in our first ever. I never actually auditioned people for the show, but then y'all came along and blew us out of the waters and came in with open arms to the family.
Grace, you want to go first?
I guess it did. Especially after tonight, watching you all watch yourselves, it's a family, and I feel like I've been welcomed into it, and I miss you all very much. And I think you're all extremely talented. And I remember when I saw you guys perform before I was on the team, I remember being like a little bit jealous and like, I want to party with these people. So I feel very lucky that I get to. So
we love you, Grace.
Thanks.
Yeah, so it's been almost a year, but it was super fun watching the show. And like I said before, it makes me miss being on stage or doing the show and breaking into song. Super hard. But yeah, I've loved all the time that I've been there, and I've been on lots of improv teams and lots of musical improv teams. And, you guys just make me feel supported, and like whatever I do, it'll be okay. And I love you guys.
Love
you too. Love you back.
Yeah, I think maybe it was 2 years ago. Nathan came back from a performance of Drunk Shakespeare, and he was like, "Yeah, the show was great, but I saw this one woman, this red-haired lady, and she was fantastic. We should get her for On the Spot." I was like, "Joke's on you. I know who that is." And that's Ms. Allison Ween, who I've worked with in the past via Murder Mystery Company.
Yeah, I was like, I guess I just sort of didn't know where you found me from, and I found out the Nathan story later. But I was like, oh yeah, Pat, I know him from Murder Mystery. How does he know I'm a good singer or not? Like, I thought there was gonna be an audition or some shit, or like, at least when I went in for my very first show, I was like, oh my God. I was worried. I was like, am I gonna be too nervous? Am I gonna be able to come up with the rhymes?
Am I gonna wake up in a bathtub full of ice?
Who knows? Who knows?
Yes, but...
Is my kidney gonna be missing? Could be. No. So, but it was a lot of fun, and definitely always a supportive, loving group so I have no reason to fear, and I learned that my first show, and definitely I'm like happy that our group is ever expanding. I'm glad that you guys have expanded to include me as well, and yeah, this is something that I wouldn't have a chance to do anywhere else, and you people are the best ones to do it with, in my opinion. So cheers to that.
Yeah, cheers to that.
Yeah.
And I want to do a quick shout out to those performers from On the Spot who could not be here this evening. Amanda Hunt, amazingly talented. I met Amanda doing UCB classes, and I was just like, this girl's got some total musical theater energy, and she's amazing and hilarious and talented. And that was back when I was like, I'm not even going to audition people. I'm just going to invite people that I know are just amazing comedians on their own right. And that's kind of how I've always treated everybody on the spot. I was like, I don't need to know anything besides the fact that you're a person who is very fun and great energy and works well with others. And that's all I really need to go by. Also, Jordan Kai. Out there in Las Vegas somewhere, just tearing up the Magic Mike stage or the Edward Scissorhands stage or whatever she's doing.
Found.
Who else has done our show? Amelia Fowler, Rachel Rosenthal. One-time appearances from let's see if I can do this. Jeffrey Monduro.
I got the list.
Kathleen Armenti, who's did many shows with us last summer. Thank you so much. Brendan Goggins, Margaret Burris, John Ross, Bobby Savage, of course, my dear buddy from back in the day, sweet Bobby Savage. Of course, Andy Scannell, who I can't ever mention enough. Quick shout out to the Megan who joined us from Vancouver Theatre Sports, who I went to Canada and was like, hey, you want to come do my show in New York? She was totally down. And Kirsten Porter out in Los Angeles right now. And now we're doing these Zoomness. What's that? Do I get them all?
You're missing 2.
I'm missing 2?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Nathan.
Well, one of them would be Nathan.
Well,
the other would be.
You're missing 3.
Well, one of them is right below me here on the Zoom or wherever your thing is.
We'll get to him in a second.
We'll get to him in a moment.
You're missing Kathleen.
I said Kathleen.
Yeah, you said Kathleen.
My bad. And Jeffrey.
I said Jeffrey too.
Oh, well, never mind. You're not missing anyone.
Magnet alums, Kathleen and Jeffrey. Thank you all so much. Thank you to everybody.
Now
and
it's
of course,
weird.
Every 8 million singers. I couldn't sit here and list all the singers. You're all fantastic.
I
and
added
hilarious.
it up the other day just because I'm in quarantine and bored. And we've had something like, believe it or not, 420 singers.
Wow.
Oh, no. 420 songs. No, yeah, 420 singers. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
420 singers and thousands of songs at On the Spot. Yeah, so.
So that means we've done thousands of scenes.
Yes.
Can I
Thomas.
tell a really quick anecdote that I just think people should know?
Yes.
So Rachel Rosenthal coached us for a little while too, and it was one rehearsal where we were doing like musical improv song structure and stuff like that. And she goes, guys, the key to like a chorus, setting a chorus, is making it like super duper simple and like easy to repeat. And so we were all like, yeah, cool. And then we start the next scene in the next song, and DelVecchio just like comes onto the stage the way that he does in his such like gusto, hilarious, profound way. And he sets a chorus that, I kid you not, and we remembered it word for word, not because it was simple, but because it was epic. He sets the chorus to our song, Fuck Yeah, It's Summer. And that came from an improv rehearsal where he was just like, fuck yeah, it's summer, got my t-shirt on, and I'm going to the pool, and I'm going to get it on. And at the end of the song, we were all like, you did not do what Rachel said at all, but like, we're making a music video out of that. And we did make a music video out of that.
Well, I came out because I was like, I'm going to...
It was so good.
I was the last one. Everyone had jumped in for a song. I hadn't yet. And I'm like, I'm going to not do a sad song because I'm DelVecchio. And so I was like, I'm doing a song about summer, which I hate. And it's going to be upbeat, which I hate. And thanks to Rachel, and you guys.
So fuck yeah, it's summer.
Fuck yeah, it's summer.
So Thomas, you joined us show 3, if I'm not mistaken, or were you there show 1? I can't remember.
I wasn't there show 1. I watched a couple of clips from it online because you told me to, so I could get what the show was.
Right.
I believe it was show 3. Yeah.
Yeah, you joined us show 3. You got any parting words you'd like to share?
Just that it's been really great to be a part of the show. It's like I sort of how best to say this. When I first came in to On the Spot, I felt like I knew most of you involved, but I didn't feel like I knew you as well. And doing this made me feel very close to all of you, and it was very intimidating for me coming in as I felt like as a very green improviser. I've been doing short form, but long form was kind of like very, very daunting to me. And so going and working with you guys who like had like real long form chops really intimidated me. But then sort of getting to learn from you and learn with you, and like I feel like I've really grown as a performer, and it's really great every Monday when whenever I'm on a show just to be like, okay, like today, like you got to bring it, because like you got to match up, you got to like, I don't know, you can't get better at chess by playing against a worse opponent, and like you can't, I don't know, not that you're my opponents, I don't know where I'm going with it, but like you play with better people.
420. I got it.
You play with better people and you get better, and I feel like I've just come so far working with all of you, and like covering all the different parts of the show that I have. I think like given me a real appreciation for like what is done and how much work it takes to get this to work. So
absolutely. And Thomas, truly, you've done it all. You've been a singer on our show. You've been an improviser on our show. You do tech for us so often. You write all the copy for all the singers and all the delightful Facebook copy for them in their posts. And you're just a man of many hats. And we cheers to you, Thomas, of course, for all your hard work behind the scenes over the years and on the scenes.
Also, when you played a bubble, it was my favorite moment of On the Spot ever.
that was a terrific. Well, you gave me that character, and I just had to run with it, and I was like, that was just the best gift.
You embraced the shit out of it.
That's what improv's all about. We all make each other look good. We all help each other out and try to just truly let loose and have fun. And it's been a delightful playground to get to do that with every single one of these spaces and all the other faces I've mentioned. It's truly a humbling opportunity to be here 5 years later and say we have this entire community and this amazing talent pool that I can always call on for anything if I need like somebody to help shoot a scene with or audition buddy, et cetera. New York and trying to make it as an actor is the most insane running into a wall thing every day. And the fact that we're able to do this and come to it every week and we have this community we can turn to all the time is truly humbling. And I thank every single person who's ever set foot on our stage or near our stage or come set foot in the audience or even just clicked like on Facebook. Thank every single one of you. I love you all.
When Pat and I first thought of this at Lansdowne Road,
home.
Yeah, old home. I said, hey, I got this weird idea. I just did a terrible cabaret show, and what if we made it better by adding improv? And Pat was like, I think we can make something of this.
I can fuck with that. Yeah.
Right. And 5 years later, On the Spot has been my longest relationship. And I love the relationship I'm in now. I love you, Shima. And it has been the biggest, most important part of my life. And when I first wrote the first ever Welcome to On the Spot message, I said, welcome to the On the Spot family. And I said it as, something that I thought sounded cool in a message. But I think that we have truly become a family, and we have our sort of core family, and then we have our extended family, and we have all the cousins, and we have all the aunts and uncles and everyone who's joined us. And as I said, from the 15 or so people who have improvised on the stage, the 6 pianists who have played for us, to the 5 people who have done tech, to the 420 singers doing 1,500 freaking songs.
420 singers.
Yeah.
And
My
to the
family-
upwards of 40,000 people who've seen us live.
Right.
I'm ballparking.
My family has grown to the point where it's something that I love with all my heart. And I love each and every one of you, from those who are in this Zoom right now, to those who are watching, to those who will never see this, who came to one show. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Here's a drink for you. We love you, and we will be back in real, actual performance spaces, I promise.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. So keep following us on all the social medias. We're going to keep putting out the OTS minis. We're going to keep keeping you abreast of all the things. But I love you all. Thank you so much. Stay safe. Here's to 5 more years.